I understand that our poet laureate is standing by to get us in the Christmas spirit here. Oh, he's no longer on the line. Call back, please. Call back. We were all ready to put you on the air. Like, ring us back. Come on. So, Loxley, what's the first piece that you've got out of the archives for us?
Well, I think this is supposed to be, anyway, a piece that where in 1978, I think it was. How many years ago would that be? But 47 years?
Something like that, yeah.
78, 22, and 25 is 5 and 2, 7, 40. 47 years. We went on the streets of Cayman at the time, and I believe that I would say the population at that time was somewhere probably between 7,000 and 10,000. It might have been around 8,000. And asking them, basically what they wanted for Christmas. And of course, Doran Miller, former deputy director, went out there with, let me try to see if I can think what kind of recorder we had at that. I think he went out there with the Euro tape recorder.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
that was a small reel-to-reel, right?
Small reel-to-reel, which was the Cadillac of the broadcasting industry as far as mobility, And he went out there with the Euro, and, well, I think if the Basilia is ready to roll that insert, she can.
Since the birth of Christ, the Christian religion has observed that very special event in different ways throughout the many countries of the world, the Cayman Islands being no exception. The religious importance of Christmas is timeless and, of course, should be changeless. But has there not, in fact, been a reversal of attitudes towards the most important aspect of Christmas?
210. $25.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas means being with my family and friends and just having a good time, drinking lots of champagne.
And what do you hope to get for this Christmas from Santa Claus?
Oh, I'd love to get a nice 450 SL Mercedes-Benz, which I don't think I'll get, but I'd love to get that.
And what does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas means to me having a good time and be with my family.
And what would you like Santa Claus to bring you?
I'd like to have a nice bracelet and a bunch of nice stuff, doesn't really matter.
Gold.
Yes, of course.
And what does Christmas mean to you?
A lot of excitement and fun and a lot of good time.
And what do you hope Santa will bring you?
Possible a TV set, a colored one, I hope.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Well, it means I get a couple of days off from work and enjoy myself like everybody else does.
And what are you hoping, what kind of presents are you expecting for Christmas?
Well, hopefully I'll be getting a new car.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Spending a lot of money, having a good time,
And what would you like Santa Claus to bring you?
a trip around the world,
What does Christmas mean to you?
having a good time, going to parties and enjoying myself, meeting other people.
And what would you like Santa Claus to bring you for Christmas?
A 1980s Toyota Corolla.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas means getting together with old friends and having a good time and hard work.
And what do you hope to get from Santa Claus?
Well, I don't really hope to get it this year, but one day I hope to have a Mercedes Sport.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas to me means celebrating the birth of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And it's sort of like communion, just rejoicing in his birth.
And what do you hope Santa Claus will bring you for Christmas?
Maybe a nice cross and a gold chain.
The voices you've just heard are representative of today's young people and their views on the meaning of Christmas.
And that was, what is it, 1978?
78.
78. All right. Well, let us hear from you. What does Christmas mean to you, right? Is it different in the year 2025? Or are we still pretty much the same? And what would you like for Christmas? What would that, Finish this sentence. All I want for Christmas is, right? All I want for Christmas. Or what does Christmas mean to you? Give us a call, 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037, and 949-6990, or WhatsApp 925-3261. You can call us or send us a message on WhatsApp. And I do believe our poet laureate, Craig Brown, is on the line. Good afternoon, Craig.
Good afternoon, Mr. Charlo.
Are you in the Christmas spirit?
I certainly am, sir, and good afternoon to Mr. Loxley Banks as well.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Being of good cheer, it has so much to do with it. I think it's the number one thing about Christmas for me, and I think it should be for a lot of other people as well. And I have this poem here, Mr. Charlo, entitled Be Ye of Good Cheer.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yes, sir. Be ye of good cheer this holiday season. You can choose to enjoy Santa or Christ for your reasons. Whilst enjoying the festivities of a nearing New Year, hear ye, dear friends, be ye of good cheer. Christmas is the time of year when we are most cheerful. There is excitement everywhere and bright lights so colorful. Being merry is the way we choose to be at this time. 'Tis the time of year when some people spend every dime. Spend, spend, spend. Some don't care. We're a giving type. Giving gifts to friends and encouraging the Christmas hype. So I say once more, Santa, let's get this party started. The Christmas crowd is excited. And the end of the story, Mr. Charlo.
Thank you. That
Yes,
was very nice.
Yes, I try. I think humbly I try.
Well, listen, thanks again for the poem, and I hope that you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day as well. A great day. And
All
a Merry
right.
Christmas. Yes, sir.
Take care now.
Happy holidays
Yes.
to you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir.
And we want to hear from other people out there about what Christmas means to you, or all you want for Christmas is. Finish that sentence. So what?
A chalamello.
A chalamello.
There are very few. I'm not sure you can even find one. No.
The one thing that struck me about that, though, is, was, what did we say, 47 years ago?
Yeah.
The commercialism was in there.
Yes, very much so.
And,
it has always been in there, because somewhere in our collection, the Wattle Vault, there is a narrative from Dr. Roy, and I think Mrs. Marion Barton, talking about the commercialism that happened during, and this would have been back in the 30s even, they described where they were buying shoes from Italy for Christmas and Japanese products. It's really eye-opening to listen to some of this stuff that as a very small community in the 1930s, Cayman might not have had more than 2,500 people.
we have to take a break. We'll be right back.
It was very joyful, and everybody...
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Rocky's Diamond is making Christmas shopping a whole lot easier. Check out their selection of watches, earrings, and more on Facebook and Instagram, and shop online at rockysdiamonds.com. Save 20% off with coupon code XMAS25, and they'll deliver right to your door. Or stop by the Rocky's Diamond showroom at 28 North Church Street, Waterfront Center. Don't wait till the last minute. These deals just won't last. Rocky's Diamond Christmas Sale at rockysdiamonds.com. Proceeds from the Rocky's Diamond Christmas Sale will also go to support the Spread the Word International Ministries campaign to support kids in Jamaica this Christmas season.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
The holidays wouldn't be the same without a little boom from Fireworks Limited. Cayman's biggest firework discount megastore is now open behind massive equipment at Industrial Park. Fireworks Limited has a megastore full of new fireworks and offers huge volume discounts.
Stock up early and save big on the widest variety on island. Fireworks Limited is behind massive in Industrial Park with tons of parking.
Open until 6 p.m. every night and until 9 p.m. on December 24th and 31st. Closed on Sundays. Check out fireworkslimited.com.
Boom!
Radio Cayman Talk Today continues.
Welcome back, and it's all about Christmas today here on Talk Today, and we'd like for you to be a part of the show. Give us a call. Tell us what Christmas means to you, or that one thing that you would really like for Christmas this year. You know, I remember from a kid. I mean, I went away when I was 10 years old, 1963. But I always remember out in West Bay, where the four-way stop is now, that was, you know, the big scene on Christmas Eve. Shops were all open. Fire rackets were going off everywhere.
and what was the bigger one? They call it cannon rackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sky rockets going up.
And sparklers. You usually got the sparklers on Christmas night or Christmas Eve. Yeah, well, that was the sort of center of the commerce in West Bay. You know, a little sidebar here. And you talking about, you were born 73, but in 50, I think it was 53, the Christmas time of 53, 52, 53, when Hank Williams died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody was out shopping. And when the news broke that night, because they didn't get the news that Hank Williams had died the morning before until Cracker Jim show came on WMIE at 7 o'clock, the shops closed down.
The shops closed?
Yes. You know, back in those days, there was no electricity, so they all had lamps.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody turned their lamp down, and in half an hour, all the shops was closed.
In his honor?
I suppose that's what it was. I mean, because, well, you know, he was very well liked and popular and revered here in Cayman at that time.
And where was that radio show coming from, Cracker Jim? I mean, where that was?
It was coming from Miami. WMIE had studios in the Everglades Hotel, which I believe the building is still there, or it might have been. I can't. They haven't followed all of Everglades Hotel, but he actually had a studio, little studio in his home, which was out on Biscayne Boulevard, right on the east, between the bay and Biscayne Boulevard, about 21st Street or something like that. And but I think mainly he, of course, he a lot of years he broadcast from, Shell Superstore on, you remember 5941 Northwest 7th. Everybody in Cayman knew the address of Shell Superstore, 5941 Northwest 7th Avenue. And that store actually was the forerunner of all of the superstores that you see now. Their motto was everything from a haircut to a shoe shine, and actually it covered that. It had a restaurant, they had the whole grocery line, they had wholesale and retail groceries, they had shoe shine, they had a shoe repair shop, they had apparel.
That was the forerunner of the Walmarts and Costco's.
Yes. It actually had three. Let's see if I can remember. 3 entrances, and each one of those entrances or exits had probably, I'd say, between 6 and 10, 12 cash registers. And back in those days, it was the old national cash register. Because I worked in the store, around the store there, with Cracker Jim and the, doing other stuff for about a year and a half, 2 years. But you had to crank. They punched it, pop, 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 and then you crank it.
So that was the high tech of the time, right?
But it was long before the electricity. They came in with electric. They electrified the process.
No, I remember one year, for some reason, we were in Georgetown for Christmas, and that was taking place on Shedden Road, down there on the waterfront by all the Merrin stores. And it was, the street was, packed with people in front of those stores because they were doing a raffle.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was Mr. Norman Bodden up on, and it was a store where the old Pirates Week office was. It had a balcony.
Yeah.
Right? And
I think it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. And the balcony, I don't know how safe it is to go out on the balcony. But, and he was up there, and they were pulling these numbers. They had a raffle, and everybody was there to see, if they got a prize for Christmas. And so that was I guess that was the Georgetown Center. Where Christmas activities were happening on Christmas Eve.
Well, in West Bay, they also had some raffles. You remember Mr. Stafford Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah. He usually raffled a bicycle off. And that was a
heck of a prize, right?
That was a heck of a prize back in those days. And, out in front there, well, the building is still there and the store is still there. You couldn't get through it, And I remember one year it was pretty close to election time, and Jimmy Powell and I, our parents, because there was a little competition between the merchants down there,
right?
And they said, "Don't you go up there tonight." Well, we stood by. We stayed off about, I guess, 200 feet. From where all the happenings were going, and we saw, I don't know if you remember, Mr. Prentice had a big old Buick Century. It had coil springs on both front and back, and it went long.
Built like a tank, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
You couldn't hurt it.
Yeah. They came riding along, and they saw us on the side of the street. Get in this car. And Dee Dee was in there. Now, he was kind of tagging along with Mr. Prentice because Dee Dee was quite young at that time, learning the political.
Explain who Dee Dee was for people outside of West Bay.
Yeah, well, Dalman Ebanks, who was.
Right, okay.
And he was learning how to be a Cayman politician at the time, I guess, sort of Mr. Prince might have had took him on.
Really?
Oh yeah, under his wing. And of course, Dee Dee went on to be one of the really first major contractors here in Cayman, because he built the Marion Center.
And musician.
Yeah, top musician. Yeah. His music is, you still hear it here quite frequently on Radio Cayman, and not only that, he was a boxer.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we got the boxing gym is named after him, right?
Boxing gym.
Yeah, he really promoted boxing in Cayman.
Yeah.
Well, before we go to the next insert here, let's go ahead and take the break, and then we'll come back and we'll hear some more from the archives.
It was very joyful, and everybody. It was.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
The best foundation you can wear is glowing, healthy skin. The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter specialize in enhancing your skin's well-being. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, including any skin cancers, Botox, filler, cosmetic skin enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email drportercayman@gmail.com or call 946-9020. That is 946-9020.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa here! I can't wait to see you all at my grotto at Bayshore Mall. I'll be there with my friends from Kirk Freeport from December 19th until Christmas Eve. Visit KirkFreeport.com to see my daily schedule. I'll have a special toy and sweet treats for every boy and girl. So stop by to tell me what you want this Christmas, all while enjoying music and entertainment for the entire family. See you soon at Bayshore Mall. Merry Christmas from Santa and everyone at Kirk Freeport. Ho, ho, ho!
Jingle bell, pick up your feet. Christmas shopping at Le Classic cannot be beat. Quality style, luggage and leather, shoes that make you feel like you're walking on feathers. So step on in before stepping out. Come see what your friends are all talking about. We're here at the Strand, it's the season of cheer. Christmas time is here.
Merry Christmas from Le Classique. Come see us in the Strand, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and it's all about Christmas today here on Talk Today, and we want to hear from you, so call and tell us what Christmas means to you, that one thing that you would really like for Christmas this year. Pick up the phone, give us a call. Loxley, what else you got out of the archives?
Well, I think we've got a kind of variety here of several people speaking about what Christmas was to them, and these are people that were speaking at that time. I guess they were up in their late 70s, early 80s, talking about their childhood. So that would have taken us back another 50, 60 years. And the first voice that you'll hear will be Miss Annie Hulda Borden, iconic she was a lot of things, but legislator, and also Mr. Ernest Patton, I think his voice is somewhere in there, and he was, of course, the former administrator, as it was called on that day, and really prominent government figure throughout many years. And he was very active also in the Ministers Association. And but we can go to that cut if Bass.
It was very joyful, and everybody looked forward to Christmas because it meant everything, a new beginning, and dresses and everything. All the older men, the grown men, they began to march from around, say, 10 o'clock Christmas Eve, and they marched until maybe midday on Christmas Day, and then I suppose they had some drinks, but nothing drunk. Nobody was drunk. Everybody was just happy. And the first time I recall, the men marched on horses, followed by music, which was accordion, greater and drum, and they had a glorious time with crowds of people following them.
Yes, the men of the island, sometimes for as long as about 3 weeks to a month before Christmas, they would get together round about just after sundown, and they would start a march throughout Georgetown. They would have their fiddle and their drum and sometimes an accordion and a greater, and they would go along marching and shouting hip, 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 hooray every now and again. And of course there were only 1 or 2 motor cars about the road in those days, so they had all the room that they wanted to march. And then on Christmas morning, they would go around to each one of the houses. There would be dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And I always remember waiting for them to come because it got me awake, and I used to like to hear their music, and I used to like to hear them say, hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray.
You mentioned getting a little drum. I think in talking a little while earlier, you said that one thing the children in Georgetown did was to have their own march.
This took place on the Christmas Day in the afternoon. A number of us, so maybe 25, 30, sometimes as many as about 40 of us, would get together, and we would march through Georgetown. If we had balloons, we would have a few of them in the air. If there were any flags, we would be waving them that Santa brought. If there were any drums, they would be making as much noise as possible. Any rattles, anything that could make noise, beating pans and so on. And I remember that we used to go up to the commissioner's residence, the old government house, which was burned down a few years ago, and we gathered together near to the porch, and he used to come out and he used to throw down pennies for us. And there were many buckheads, as we used to call them, as we were trying to pick them up. We ran into one another and fell down and turned over one another, but it was great fun. And sometimes I would manage to get as many as 3, and I felt very rich.
Marching at Christmas. They did that in West Bay too, right? I mean, I think throughout
the island, it was a tradition. Before pickup trucks came to Cayman, they did it on foot. They marched all through the island, and in fact, I think some of the Georgetown marchers would come into West Bay, and vice versa. The West Bay marchers would, and they walked 7 Mile Beach Road.
Yeah. And fiddle and drum.
Fiddle and drum and greater. And they mentioned accordion. There was, I don't know if you know what the accordion, I think it's called a concertina.
Concertina.
Yeah, which is actually Cajun, more or less, the Cajun sound. And there was a few of them around, and they'd take them out on the street and march. And I don't know if you remember, there was a character, he was a beautiful gentleman, two of them from West Bay, Heyman, and I believe Papa Dilbert was his name, was his last name, Heyman Dilbert. He played the harmonica.
Yeah, that was a favorite instrument in Cayman, the harmonica.
Yeah.
Mouth organ, we used to call it.
Mouth organ, yeah. and the comb.
The comb?
Comb, yeah.
Whoa, that's where you put a piece of paper over a comb?
Yeah,
and
a piece of cellophane type paper over the comb, and you play the melody out on the comb. Oddly enough, and there was maybe one or two, I think, throughout the island who could also play the saw.
Okay.
And the last person.
I always used to think that was sort of a hillbilly kind of thing from the U.S., playing the saw.
No, well, there was a gentleman he was a pastor here for quite a number of years, and he appeared several occasions with the Cayman Male Voice Choir at their Christmas concert, and he played the saw at these concerts. In fact, I hadn't seen him in years and years, and over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've seen him twice and talked with him about it. But I don't think that he can, because you had to really be nimble and twist that saw certain ways, and but he could, they could saw out a melody, and you knew what they were playing.
The marching and singing and playing of instruments, was that a Cayman thing, or is that something that came from Jamaica, other places?
I believe it came from abroad. We put it that way, because I think something similar to that goes on in a lot of countries. Marching, and I guess somebody brought it here and brought the tradition here, and it occupied a lot of people. I mean, and at the last time that the last couple of years that they had marching, and I think even until when I came home in 1975, there was still some semblance of it at that time, but they were doing it in pickup trucks instead of walking.
Right. Okay.
You remember Mr. Harley Rowers?
Yeah.
Him and Mr. Sunson, I guess, was some of the last ones in West Bay to kind of try to uphold the tradition.
I remember reading something or seeing pictures too of Mr. Howell in a pickup truck.
Oh yes, yes.
Playing in a pickup truck and as they go along.
And they went on all over the island. Well, even until I guess the late 70s, early 80s, there were a sort of tradition that you visited the north side and east end communities, and they visited Georgetown, West Bay, and it was just a intermingling of communities, especially during Christmas time.
Yeah, well, and so that kind of just faded out.
Yeah, I think
as we moved toward the 80s, I guess, and
and other things crept in to, I guess, amuse us, and and
the caroling.
Well, the caroling was very big. That was conducted by the churches, and they would go around
at the same time that the marches was going on, or
well, sometimes it kind of parallel each other, yeah. But the caroling was mostly on Christmas Eve, when you'd go and visit, and that went on in the John Gray United Church until maybe just before COVID. And I'm not sure that they do it now, but
I'm sure that there's churches that still go around on a flatbed or a truck, and they go visit neighborhoods at carol.
And remember when they used to ring the bells. Every morning or every Christmas morning, all the churches sort of coordinated their bell ringing, and you could hear it echoing all over the various districts.
That must have really given a Christmas feel to the place.
Yes, it does. And it's funny. A lot of the churches stopped ringing their bells on Sunday morning because people were complaining of the noise.
Waking them up too early.
I had a conversation with the Wesleyan Church pastor. I can't think of his name now, who's out here, but we had a good conversation. We said, well, let's get it revived, but it has, it's still dormant. You never hear about a church bell ringing anywhere.
So the marching was a more secular kind of thing.
Yes.
And I know Masani Alda there was saying, "Oh well, they didn't get drunk," but I'm sure there was.
Oh yes,
some bottles being passed around there.
There was sometimes the cowboys. You know what a cowboy?
Tell us.
Well, it's a big glass container. I think it was about 2.5 gallons, but it was. I think it's the container came from Cuba when they used to bring in the Cuban rum, and you'd have one of them running around and with all the marchers, and it was a traditional thing. You stopped by every house and played a couple of numbers, and whoever was in the house, mankind anyway, they'd come out with a bottle of something and give everybody a drink.
I guess that was their Christmas spirit.
Yes, yeah. I remember, we lived down there on the beach, right at the intersection of Town Hall Road and Northwest Point Road and West Bay Road. I remember hearing my father say, "Well, ain't no use of trying to get in to sleep until the marchers come."
Right. It is 1:00 here at Radio Cayman, and that means we have to check in with the newsroom, see what's making headlines.
The joy of brightening other lives becomes for us the magic of the holidays. Merry Christmas from Radio Cayman, 89.9 Grand Cayman. And 93.9 FM, Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
With your latest headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. The Cayman Islands Health Services Authority says key services will remain available over the Christmas and New Year holidays. According to a release today, they said on the 25th and 26th of December and the 1st of January, the urgent care clinic will open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Accident and emergency will operate 24 hours. Smith Road Medical Center and the Anthony S. Eden Hospital pharmacies will open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., while Faith Hospital Pharmacy, all district health centers, and outpatient clinics in Grand Cayman and the Sister Islands will be closed, resuming normal hours on the 27th of December and 2nd of January. The authority is also directing patients to its online guidance on when to choose A&E versus urgent care for different medical conditions. In international news, the U.S. economy grew at its fastest pace in 2 years over the 3 months to September. The BBC reports that gross domestic product expanded at an annual rate of 4.3%, up from 3.8% in the previous quarter, driven by stronger consumer spending, a rebound in exports, and higher government defense spending. And finally, a young police officer hailed as a miracle survivor of the Bondi Beach terror attack is home from the hospital. 22-year-old probationary constable Jack Hibbert, just 4 months into the job, was shot in the head and shoulder while patrolling a Hanukkah event in Bondi, where 2 gunmen killed 15 people and injured more than 40 others. His family confirms that he has lost vision in one eye, but say that having him home for Christmas, quote, truly feels like a miracle, end quote. Those are your latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
Radio Cayman. More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Kirk Market's 12 Days of Gift Cards is back. Each day, 12 lucky customers will win a $100 Kirk Market gift card just for shopping at Kirk Market. Ho, ho, ho! You heard that right. Every day for 12 days with 12 lucky winners each day. Come in December 11th through the 24th and shop. You could win. And there's no minimum required. It's that easy. It's Kirk Market's 12 Days of Gift Cards. December 11th through the 24th. The countdown to Christmas is on at Kirk Market.
As we celebrate the Christmas season, we thank you, our patients and partners, for your support. We wish you a blessed Christmas and peace, joy, and good health in the new year. From your friends and family at HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
Freedom, Cayman Brack. Freedom, Little Cayman. Soft breezes, blue waters, no traffic. Unwind and rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Sister Island Staycations, a taste of freedom. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands.
Layman E. Scott Senior High School, formerly known as Cayman Brack Secondary Modern School and Cayman Brack High School, officially opened on January 23, 1967. With 73 students and 4 staff members under the leadership of its first principal, Layman E. Scott Sr. The school was renamed Layman E. Scott Senior High School on April 20, 2011, in honor of Scott, who passed away on December 25, 2010.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands.
Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands, the ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom, the land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your sister islands.
Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Radio Cayman Talk Today continues.
Welcome back, and let's take a quick look at the weather, the current conditions. 84 degrees here at Georgetown. It feels like 90 degrees. And the winds out of the east at 17.8. Well, let's just call it 18 knots, right? And, hey, we got a Christmas breeze blowing, Christmas breeze out there. Forecast is calling for windy conditions, and that will continue straight into the night. Winds are forecast to be east to northeast at 15 to 20 knots with higher gusts. And thinking about going out on the sea, well, it is rough. Wave heights running at 6 to 8 feet, and it's windy out there. So, take heed if you're down by the shoreline. The sea is rough. And we have a couple of WhatsApp messages here. Let's see. A blessed and happy, wonderful holiday to all the wonderful people who make life much, much easier. To all the pleasant workers at Radio Cayman, blessings and a happy holiday, and the same to you. And we have another one. She's inquiring, or he's inquiring. I couldn't understand who Mr. Loxley said died when the stores closed at Christmas. And that was Hank Williams, the one and only, right? Yeah, that, people loved his music and him so much. And let's see what else. Okay, yep. But if you want to send us a message, please do.
Let's not confuse that with the Cayman Hank Williams, because there was quite a number of people, of guys named Hank Williams in Cayman after him.
Yeah.
He was the singer, the composer, and many songs that hit the charts, high on the charts. And they're still being played today. They show up in the movies and all.
Yeah. I mean, Hank Williams, a legend, right? And if you want to send us a message, please do. Or you can call us on WhatsApp, 925-3261. You can also call and tell us what Christmas means to you, or finish the sentence, all I want for Christmas is. You can call us at 1-800-534-8255. That's toll free, courtesy of Flo. You can also call in 949-8037, 949-6990. Call us. Tell us what Christmas means to you or what you would really like for Christmas. So we're going to shift our attention to Cayman Brac Christmas activities now.
Yeah, this next insert will give us a little picture of what was going on in Cayman Brac in former years, simultaneously. Because, even today, the separation, the waters, but back in those days it was a little more pronounced than it is today. We had no air transport, so everything was by boat. Mainly Simboko, and sometimes some of the local schooners would, make a trip over there. In fact, one year I think there was a ship that went ashore somewhere over there loaded with prunes. So
loaded with prunes?
Prunes, yeah. And
okay.
Well, the Cali wrap.
Maybe they were making a lot of prune cake.
Oh, yeah, yes, the place was flooded with prunes because, some of the smaller schooners from Cayman went over there and got their share of prunes, like, the Cali wreck, which is right off out there, which is now they call the sandbar. Mm-hmm. The Cali wreck, it was loaded with rice, and Cayman had rice for a long time.
For months.
Yeah.
So what's this cut that you're?
Well, it's actually this one. Many years ago, I got from the archives here in Cayman, and they have a lot of things over there because they commenced, I think, what they call was the memory bank, probably in the early 70s. Might even been the late 60s. And there's a lot of stuff over there. But I'm sure that 99 or 95% of it is on cassette because that was how they recorded it. And all that stuff, needs to be digitalized. And, but this came from the archives, and it just described what went on in the Brac and it was basically followed the same trend. So,
what year are we talking about here?
Huh?
What year we're talking about?
Well, this is way back there. I think if you listen closely, you'll get an idea of what, because I think this was done in the early part of the memory bank recordings, and one of the people talking on here, I think they were way up in their ages at the time, and they were talking about when they were a kid. So it probably went back into maybe the middle part of the 18th century.
Well, let's take a listen.
One lady from Cayman Brac remembers clearly the recitation that she said years ago.
One time they had a meeting was 8 girls in that. Oh, and I can say it to you, always at the joyous season, happy friend clasped hand in hand, and in castle, house and cottage, pleasures ringing throughout the land, putting all dull cares to flight, youth and age alike unite. Now while May bells are ringing, every gladsome heart is singing, welcome to the bright new year. Let me tell you something, it was 8 in that. In the year 1901, Louis.
You said that in 1930.
Yeah, and I was in the freedom, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know one, Louis.
You're the only one left of all of those people.
They left me to punish, I tell them.
Yeah. So you said that at Christmas time, did you?
Yeah, Christmas time.
That was a Christmas program that you had?
Yeah, we were good. Now, this one is sounded married to Bernard, you know? Mm-hmm. You see now? Her 3 sisters was in with me.
I see. Mm-hmm. And you all said that together?
Yeah, it was 8 together. Mm-hmm. Now, it was another Hebe, but she dead. It was a girl named Ethel, she's dead. But it's only me and one other girl's Phoebe. She's in the States. 2 low about now. Mm-hmm. Me and her, she's same age as me, but she's in the States, of course. but I don't know. Oh, that was... Let me tell you, everyone was dressed in white.
Oh, so you all had special clothes to wear.
And we fixed the beads across the neck.
What color were the beads?
Pink.
Pink beads. And that was a necklace, or was it sewn to your dress?
Sewn on the dress.
Oh. So that was very pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah. How long were the skirts?
Skirts around these.
And you had, did they have long sleeves?
Yeah. Oh, this is a ready-made dress. There was sewn something. This is a ready-made dress.
Yes, that's very pretty.
So, as you can see there, the church was, sort of the center of things as far as Christmas.
Oh yes, there was a lot of activities in the church. All the churches had, and they still do. Many of them still do Christmas programs, but they had the Christmas program was actually on, as I recall, Christmas Day. Now churches have the Christmas program sometimes 10 days, a week, 2 weeks ahead of time. So therefore, I guess you could say there's less emphasis on Christmas Day than there used to be years ago.
As far as the church programs are concerned. Yeah. Because people, I guess, today people want to be home with the family, opening gifts and having Christmas dinner, that sort of thing. From when your young days, the Christmas dinner was a central part of Christmas Day also?
I don't recall that. I mean, we just had regular dinner on Christmas Day as far as I'm concerned. I don't think the dinner part of it was a central activity. It was the church, what went on in churches, and of course we reference the marching and all of those things, and the regatta, the Christmas regatta, that was big just prior to World War II. That's when the big schooners, the big sail ships would race each other. And in latter years, in the early 50s, Mr. Bertie Ebanks, another Cayman icon, he sort of resurrected a little bit of it in the regatta that they had in West Bay, but this was mainly catboats and canoes, and that was I think on Boxing Day, and there was a lot of activities. He crafted a lot of activities. There was swim contests between mainly boys, but I think the ladies also had quite a number of activities that they took part in, and people would the beach in West Bay, and I can only speak of West Bay, but I think that basically the same thing was going on in some of the other districts. It would be everybody was out on the beach on that day, on that regatta day, and just enjoying themselves, and usually it was a windy sort of windy day.
Like today.
Yeah. Well, today was a good day to be out sailing in something like the Goldfield or the Wilson or Rambo.
You actually witnessed some of those Christmas regattas?
Well, I witnessed the ones that Mr. Burdick sort of resurrected in the early 50s. I did make 2 trips. I made a trip on the Rembrandt, and that was one of the big schooners, and I made a trip on the Armistice, which was another big schooner, and.
But was it? A festive occasion. I mean, people came down to the beaches.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, everybody got together, and sometimes they would, have sing-alongs, and usually it was inspirational music that they sang, and our backyard, which was the beach there, right at the end of the beach in West Bay, that was full of family and friends just coming there to hang out there because our whole backyard was shade. We had
the grape trees, and
they're still there. There's some of them are still there, but it was shade.
And if people don't know where that's right next to what is now the West Bay Public Beach.
Well, it is.
Right?
It is the West.
The West Bay Public.
It is the West Bay Public Beach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always been, you know, a great spot.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
Run seas.
Run seas, you know, and when I think back of some of the escapades that we went on, because, you know, at one time there was a fairly good-sized reef right abreast there, Lorraine Reef, we called it, and the big breakers that would come over there, and well, I'm sure you participate in running season.
Yeah.
And sea eggs.
Yeah, I got a few of those in my feet.
You know, it was some well, you know what the remedy was.
Yeah.
for that, and it was funny because some of the guys would sometimes, because, you know, we were all what we call it, you know, ladies or girls and boys swimming together, and would sometimes entice them to come and get sick.
We have a caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Enjoying your conversation about Christmas is gone. I have to say gone because most of those traditions you're mentioning are no longer practiced, unfortunately. But the Christmas programs in the churches especially was something that the whole family prepared for, look forward to every year, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of good memories, things that don't happen, the simple things like the church bells ringing every Sunday morning on Christmas Day, and like I say, the cakes and the prune cakes. I think my grandmother made the best prune cake I ever tasted. But
everybody's grandmother made the best.
But I'm sure lots of tasted some of her cakes, probably.
Definitely.
But yeah, just I also wondered, is this program available online? Like someone can listen to it if they miss your talk?
Yeah.
Just go on the website.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and Facebook also, I think. Yeah, both of those.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, if you go in the search and you just type in Radio Cayman, you'll find all our online programs on there.
Right. And I missed the boats as well. I saw some of the regattas in my early years, but what stood out for me also were the miniature regattas, where the men would build build miniature versions of sailboats and catboats.
Oh, yeah.
And sail them. So that was something that even if you didn't have to go to sea to obviously to participate in that.
Yeah, there was a lot of beautiful model boats built.
Birch tree, right?
Yeah, birch tree was the preferred because birch could work very well. I mean, it was easy to work. You know, it was kind of soft wood, but it stood up. You know, as long as you paint it, you had to paint it once. And one of the craftsmen in West Bay that used to build some beautiful boats was Tommy Ebanks, John Mitchell's father. I mean, he'd make it to the model. You say, you know, craft me the goldfield, and if you put that, and usually it was on 18 inch, 24 inch. Some of them went up to 3 feet, but you sat it down by the goldfield.
You had to go a miniature goldfield.
Yeah, the lines were the same. You know, and there was a lot of people in the districts that could do that. You know, and you know, you built the boat, or you crafted the boat, and then the finishing touch was to shave it down with glass bottle. You know, to get the real smooth surface, and then you paint it.
I remember my brother-in-law Bill Banks made me one.
Yes.
That was
and Bill was
beautiful.
Bill was a nice, good craftsman. You know? Yeah, and in fact, all those boys up on Bogostan Road was.
So, caller, tell me what does Christmas mean to you in 2025?
Well, in 2025, it's mostly nostalgia, because a lot of these traditions and the older people that held on to them are past, unfortunately. But nostalgia also means, of course, that you're holding on to you're not forgetting those memories of those people. So it's about preserving them, at least in memory.
Yeah, but as far as Christmas to you today, I mean, in observing Christmas, What's it all about?
Well, the beef, you can eat the beef every day now, so the beef isn't anything special. But the get-together, the family gatherings are great, you know, seeing people that you haven't seen in months or maybe for the year. And seeing the new grandkids and the new cousins and all these things. So it's mainly about family, you know. That's the main thing for me, because a lot of people come home for Christmas as well. A lot of people have migrated.
Yeah.
But they come back home for Christmas, so that's special as well.
Touch roots.
Yeah. Well, you know, that was another big activity, Christmas, because that's when many of the seafarers would be coming home. You know.
Right.
And before we had air service in here, they would all be coming out of the port of Tampa, and usually it was on the Gold Field, or in fact, you know, Christmas time, several of the big schooners would make trips to Tampa to bring in supplies, and you know, and of course all the seafarers, you know, come in, and the majority of them was working in other U.S. ports, would be coming home. Of course, and you know, as they came around Northwest Point, and some of them, you know, depending on the wind, it would come in close to in the what you call the West Bay Bight, and you could stand on the shore and tell who was coming home, because you had no way of knowing for sure, because the letters, you know, took 10, 15 days to get to Cayman. They had to write them, you know, earlier, and but then we started to get air service, and some of the local schooners had ship to shore. It was after the war, they had a ship to shore radio, and you know, once they left Tampa and they got in contact with some ship to shore radio here in Cayman, you knew who was coming home on the Goldfield, or who was coming home on the whatever IDH, more or less, in the Merco.
Yes, I remember a story of a ship passing. It wasn't a local schooner, but there were Caymanian sailors on board. And they got the ship-to-shore radio, alerted the local people that the ship was passing by. They couldn't stop, but the local fishermen went out in their boats and exchanged some gifts and packages with the Caymanian sailors on board.
Yeah, I think that was, I want to say, a fairly frequent thing this time of year, depending on the route of the ships, of course. And a lot of them were plying back and forth, you know, crossing Cayman 10, 15 miles to the, I think mainly to the sort of southwest, because most of them was going up to U.S. ports, so you know, they traversed the Gulf and went up that way. But yeah, there was so many activities. I recall one time the ship was coming in, and we knew about it. It was a motor ship, fairly big ship. In fact, Captain Chesley Parson was captain of it, and there was about 6, 7 of us, I guess we were 10, 11 years old, decided we were going to swim out to where the ship came in, and it was right there in the West Bay Bight, what they call the West Bay Bight. And we went out there, and we swam out, and I guess the ship came within 30, 40 yards of us, or maybe even closer than that. They didn't stop, because something happened that they had to be at another port at a certain time to pick up their cargo or whatever. But when we started to swim back in, and we were 200 yards probably offshore, when we started to swim back in, we saw everybody on the beach starting to wave their hands, you know, what's happening? And in less than no time, maybe 5, 10 minutes, we saw a catboat push off, coming towards us. What was happening? There was a big shark that was on the inside there, you know, getting his supper with all the little small fish.
Yeah.
And they were trying to alert us, and they came and picked us up in the catboat.
So you didn't become part of the supper.
Yeah.
And just one last memory is the women, of course, had their orders in National Bellassess and Sayers, Roebuck, and all those.
Yeah,
So
and Montgomery Ward.
Yeah. Usually, well, the earlier years, they weren't even ordering clothes, but they were just looking forward to new fabric, new bolts of cloth.
Yes.
And then patterns as well. They would get the newest patterns the paper patterns.
Yes, yes.
And then cut the dress or the clothes to the pattern.
Well, a lot of ladies could look at a picture and just cut the pattern out just by looking at it.
Right.
They could just make it just from a picture there.
Yeah. And the crocheting was a big thing amongst the ladies. And some of them, I don't know how they did it. They could look at a picture of crochet and figure out, well, this is I forget the name of the knots. This is a knot here, and this is a knot. And starting, before you know it,
It's natural talent.
Yeah.
So they would make those as gifts?
Yeah, as gifts. Some of them made bed covers out of them, big bed covers, crocheted. In fact, there may be some hanging somewhere or in a box somewhere in the museum. In fact, I thought I've seen it on display sometime down there over the years. But that's a massive job.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So the last memory I'll leave it is the buying caps and the cowboy guns. The fire rackets.
Yeah.
Fire rackets.
Yeah.
Those are a couple of more memories. But thanks again, and have a good Christmas to you and your families.
Same to you, and of course the Santa visits. That was always and that's a whole another big story.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call, and you have a Merry Christmas too.
You too. All the best. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it was the toys that we got those days. If you got a new gig, that was you're a happy boy.
Yeah,
or a sponge ball.
Yeah, or a marble, couple of marbles. Yeah.
You didn't need much to appreciate it and be happy with it.
And of course, the singing kites that was always up when the breezes came in.
Yeah, today would be a good kite day, I guess.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back with more Christmas talk.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Protect your computers and mobile devices with security software to defend against cyber attacks through viruses, malware, and other online threats. Be aware of unsecure Wi-Fi connections when in public. If you need to access your online banking or sensitive information on your mobile devices, try disabling the Wi-Fi and switching to data from your mobile network. If you suspect a fraud attempt, please contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Come visit Penha, the ultimate holiday shopping destination. From December 7 until December 24, come to Penha and drop off your letter to Santa and let him know why you should win Penha's amazing Christmas prizes this year. While you're there, enjoy a fun-filled holiday shopping experience for your loved ones. Earn points while you shop, plus free gifts with purchase and free gift wrapping and so much more. Visit us at one of our 2 convenient locations, 40 Cardinal Avenue or The Grove at 1358 West Bay Road. Make this Christmas one to remember at Penha. Penha, where the holiday magic comes alive. Don't miss out on the festive fun and amazing prizes. See you soon. Water Authority Cayman wishes to advise its valued customers of the following holiday hours at both its Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac offices. On Wednesday, December 24, offices will be open from 8:30 a.m. to 12 midday, and cashiers will close at 11 a.m. The office will reopen on Monday, December 29, 2025. On Wednesday, December 31, office hours will be from 8:30 a.m. to 12 midday, and cashiers will close at 11 a.m. The office will reopen on Friday, January 2, 2026. The board, management, and staff of the Water Authority wish its customers and the public a safe and joyous holiday season.
Busy day? Need the perfect furniture without leaving home? Ashley Furniture Home Store has you covered. Chat one-on-one with our helpful sales team through our WhatsApp in-stock catalog at 916-2323. And here's the festive bonus. Now through December 21st, enter our Christmas giveaway for a chance to win gift certificates of $4,000, $2,000, or $1,000. Visit our showroom at 360 Dorsey Drive. Call 943-2323 or WhatsApp us today and make your holiday home ready and happy.
Babe, not tonight. You keep poking me and I need to be rested for meetings tomorrow.
What? I was almost asleep. That's the mattress spring I keep telling you about, not me. We really need to get a new mattress.
Tossing and turning, back hurting, can't sleep? It might be time to turn in your old mattress and go to bed with a new one. Browse the huge mattress showroom at Brand Source Home Gallery and pick the perfect mattress today. With mattresses to suit every budget, Brand Source Home Gallery stocks a wide selection of sizes and styles like pillow top and gel memory foam. So stop tossing and turning and sleep better tonight with a new mattress from Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and it's all about Christmas. We're talking about Christmas past. Loxley Banks is in the studio with me, and he's been into the archives. But we want to hear from you out there. What's Christmas meaning to you, or you have some Christmas memories to share with us? Cameron Brack, we want to hear from you. Tell us about what went on in Cameron Brack at Christmas time, or what's happening now. Call us on 1-800-534-8255. That's courtesy of Flo. Or you can call us at 949-8037, 949-6990, or if you prefer WhatsApp, call us on 925-3261 or leave a message for us. And tell us about your thoughts on Christmas. What's Christmas meaning to you? Or finish this sentence. All I want for Christmas is... and not my two front teeth. Don't dare. Come on with that.
You mentioned teeth there. There's stories about teeth and false teeth and all that kind of stuff, which is sort of made its way into some of the Christmas folklore, but I don't think we'll try to go there. But another aspect of, and of course this only kind of, at least that we have any really record of it, that can happen, I guess, after, well, we'll say after the war, which ended in 1945. But the Caymanian music that sort of focuses around the Christmas tradition. I mean, you listen to Dalmeen, and Didi did two songs, Christmas Bells Are Ringing, and I think there was another one, and I can't think of the title, but then Andy Martin's old-time Caymanian Christmas, Christmas Fiddle, and Barefoot did a couple of ones, and I suppose the one that Barefoot did, Santa Got a Sunburn, I would say probably got the most play. It might not have got the most play in Cayman, but I think on an international level, because it was played quite heavily up in in North America, especially in the southern states.
And that Christmas album that the Swanky Kitchen Band made.
Yes.
That has some fantastic music on it.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, we play a lot of it here on Radio Cayman and Radio Cayman and Breeze, and but the music, took a prominent role. I mentioned Mr. Heyman, but his musical partner was Dolly Ebanks. I don't know if you remember Dolly or
name it sounds familiar with.
But he crafted flutes out of papaya stalk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would make certain cuts in this because a papaya leaf stalk is hollow.
Right.
Yeah, and same as oil nut, I believe. I believe oil nut is also hollow, but the papaya stalk, oil nut, I think, would really mess you up. But the papaya stalk leaf, and he could craft flutes with different pitches and so forth, and he'd play. Him and Heyman would come down, especially during Christmas time. Come down the street playing their harmonica and papa, we call it papa stalk flute.
How did people purchase the gifts back in the day?
Well, like I mentioned before, the main merchants, especially in Georgetown, the Merrins and Dr. Roy, and there might have been some other smaller ones, and even there was some smaller ones in West Bay. They used to bring gifts in, but when the caller mentioned the catalog service, which is
Sears, Roebuck, and Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, that was a forerunner of Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward. I think there were really four big ones: Montgomery Ward, Sears, Roebuck, National Bellis Hess, and there was another one out of Chicago. I forget what that name was, Fairfield or I can't recall. But and they would send those orders off from Cayman in probably from September, because it took that long for them to get out here. And I believe that they mostly published 2 catalogs a year, or maybe 3. They kind of followed the season, spring catalog.
I remember when you got one, it was like a big deal. People got their hands on one of them.
Yes. I don't know whether you remember this, and this was probably, I don't know, it could have been 80. No, it was before I came home, so Lordy, it must have been in the early 70s, yeah. Sears Roebuck won their catalog, and it was probably one of their last catalogs. They published a picture of a male in underwear. I don't know if you remember it.
No.
It caused a big controversy.
Really?
Yes, and there was a song made about it. In fact, I got it in the Wattle Halt about it. In fact, I had the catalog, but I believe I lost it doing that one. But it was a collector's item, a Sears Roebuck catalog.
The male in underwear.
Yeah.
So, were females in there with underwear before that, or we hadn't gone that far yet?
No, I think they had some. With
they had females.
Yeah.
But so did that make a big brouhaha here in Cayman, or it was just mostly in the States?
Well, mostly in the States, but I'm sure there was catalogs out here.
Because they would have seen it, because I know everybody wanted to get a Sears Roebuck or Montgomery Ward catalog, right?
Yeah.
And
when one of the kind of things that we said, I mentioned that I was out there on this little island for 11 months, no frocktails around, and I used to say, well, we looked at a lot of catalogs.
Yeah. Or National Geographic.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't know. Well, National Geographic.
That wasn't around yet?
Oh, that was around, but they dealt with a lot of historical and
yeah. But I mean, when they went into look at the tribes in different places, that was all.
Oh yes, yeah.
The forerunner to Playboy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
All right, so let's see how we're doing as far as time. We have another cut here that we can put in before the break.
Well,
we want to take the break first. Take the break, then come back.
How much time we got before news?
Well, we're coming up on about 15 minutes until.
Okay.
So let's do the break, and then we'll come back and we'll have another recording.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Keep it hot, hot, hot with Hot Zone this Christmas. 2 locations, Cannon Place Industrial Park and Lamar Village in West Bay. Christmas sale up to 50% off. Gift certificates, footwear, club and World Cup jerseys, Nike, Puma, Reebok, and Adidas. Raffle entries with every purchase and new stock daily. Hot Zone Sports. Open late, Cannon Place Industrial Park and Lamar Village in West Bay.
Ho, ho, ho! Still searching for the perfect gift or that comfy couch to curl up on this holiday season? Beacon Furniture at Plaza Venetia, North Sound Road near China Village, is your one-stop holiday happiness shop. From gorgeous living and dining rooms to bedroom sets, outdoor furniture, candles, and a wide selection of home accessories, we've got something for everyone on your list. Stop by our showroom, meet our cheerful elves, friendly staff, and let us make your holiday shopping fast, fun, and oh so festive. Call 943-2500 today and let Beacon Furniture help you slay this holiday season.
From the Department of Vehicle and Driver's Licensing, book your driver's written test online today. Skip the queue and pick up a time that works for you. Head to dvdl.gov.ky, tap online services, then book theory exam. Select your date and time, receive instant confirmation, and arrive ready. Online booking applies to written tests only. Questions? Visit dvdl.gov.ky or contact your nearest DVDL office. DVDL, faster, simpler, more convenient. That's dvdl.gov.ky.
Season's greetings. I'm Roy Tatum, Member of Parliament for Red Bay. As Christmas approaches, I want to thank my constituents for the privilege of serving you. Christmas is a time to slow down, to spend time with those we love, and to look out for neighbors who may be having a difficult season. And Christmas reminds us that kindness and consideration still matter, and that even small gestures can make a real difference. As we look ahead to the new year, my wish for you is good health, happiness, peace of mind, and opportunity for your families to build a secure future. I remain committed to listening, advocating for you, and working hard on your behalf. From my family to yours, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and happy New Year. God bless you, and may God continue to bless our beloved Cayman Islands.
The holidays wouldn't be the same without a little boom from Fireworks Limited. Cayman's biggest firework discount megastore is now open behind Massive Equipment in Industrial Park. Fireworks Limited has a megastore full of new fireworks and offers huge volume discounts.
Stock up early and save big on the widest variety on island. Fireworks Limited is behind Massive in Industrial Park with tons of parking. Open until 6 p.m. every night and until 9 p.m. on December 24th and 31st. Closed on Sundays. Check out fireworkslimited.com.
Boom!
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and we're here talking about Christmas. We still want to hear from you. Come on, so you got to tell us what Christmas means to you in the year 2025, because we've been talking about Christmas past, but what is Christmas to you in the year 2025? Give us a call, 1-800-534-8255. That is courtesy of Flo, or you can call us at 949-8037, 949-6990, or WhatsApp. Call us on 925-3261, or leave us a message. So what's the next recording that you have there?
Well, this one I think is a sort of variety. I think Miss Annie is back on there, and we got, I think, a musician on there talking about it. And, that's another aspect of the Christmas Cayman sort of celebratory activity is the amount of music that Cayman artists wrote about Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned, Dalmy and Ebanks and Barefoot got quite a number, and various other artists, wrote one. The one that you remember the guy who was a featured vocalist with Byron Lee for a long time that wrote Christmas.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe I'll bring his name to mind.
Yes, and that was very, very, very.
Marvin Brooks.
Marvin Brooks, yeah. Very, very popular Christmas song. Yeah, and
you know what? They got play outside of Cayman.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure it did, because it was on one of the Byron Lee albums, I think. And so, but well, yeah. When we get to this next insert, yeah, it's a variety, and it's 3.5 minutes long. So, Baz, if you're ready with that, so let's move to it.
Well, I remember 40, 50 years ago when my old Uncle Nicodemus and them used to begin to get ready for Christmas. They all make ready with drums and violins and go march in the nighttime and have a lot of fun with each other.
What kind of marching was this? This was carol singing or just music through the roads or what?
Well, we go marching through the road with the music from Old Man Bay right down to the north side to everybody home, looking around and having a good time and singing Christmas carols to each other.
And just about everybody in the community joined in this, I guess.
Yeah, just about everybody in the community joined in these social affairs.
Speaking of this, I'm going to get immediately to what some people have described as the kitchen dances that used to be held. Would you tell me about those?
Well, we used to have a lot of kitchen dances, too. I remember that clearly. And Christmas Day, we would always go to church in the beginning. After church, then we would move down to the big north side, Albert Ebank's place, where we used to have our Christmas dance, starting from 1 o'clock in the day till the next morning, having all kind of fun, cakes and drinks and eats, and everything goes with it.
What kind of music did you use in those days? What did you have? I mean, today we have all kinds of bands and groups and combos and you name it. What did you have to use?
Well, we just had a drum, violin, and a pair of old grater. That's all we used in them days.
Okay, Mr. Green, let's have a sample of the music you did in those days. Let's listen to it.
Sometimes it was in the kitchen and dining room, and sometimes it was in the living room, In those days, people had half the house was the living room.
Right.
And those dances would start from 12 o'clock in the day and 2 o'clock in the day and all that, Christmas time. But I mean, all like me, when we went, we had to go all afternoon. We were allowed to go with one of the brothers, and then
back home at a certain time.
We had to be back by 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our fun for Christmas.
We always had dances that lasted all day. I remember a neighbor of ours, Mr. Johnny Eden Rivers, the father of Mrs. Anne Sapanton. Every Christmas Day, he had his dance beginning at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it lasted maybe till next day. And everybody was happy together, No drinking those days, just everybody eating and dance all day. It was most joyful.
I had an old uncle, McGuffin. He was a real old dancer and had one big old house. And he used to make all kind of dances from Chris. After the church let out know that they had danced until the morning. But no limit, you can dance till morning. But wasn't nothing much to drink now. Yeah, they used to have a little, but nobody got high to saying bad words or anything, but they danced until the broad morning.
And the girls stayed there with them.
Yeah, the girls stayed right there till morning. Some put on you shouldn't dance all night till the morning.
That's a good one. That's a lot of dancing.
Yeah, that's a lot of dancing. That's what they used to do. They had low dance. All kind of nice dance.
And who were the people in that?
Well, I think you heard Mr. Harrington Green. He was the male voice. And I believe the last voice you heard there, the lady was, I think, Miss Nina from Northside, or East End, rather. East End. And then, of course, you had Miss Annie was in there a few words. And I believe one of the voices was probably Miss Ina Wadler. So, you know, they were prominent people within the Cayman community, and they were just telling you what went on in their childhood, and you know.
Notice they always, put in there like nobody was getting drunk.
Yeah. But you know, they'd go to church and then they'd start dancing. They'd go to church and then they'd come out and the dances would start.
Yeah, but I'm sure there was a little nips going on somewhere there.
Oh yes, yes. But you know, I don't think that. Well, 98% of them did not abuse it. You know.
Yeah.
They got a feeling.
But it was a party, right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, because I even when I was a kid, I remember men would be drinking, but it was also very discreetly done. It was very, you know.
Yeah. And Bacardi was one of the favored ones, and that's the Cayman pronunciation for Bacardi.
Okay.
Bacardi. You look at it, you look at the spelling, and phonetically, you know, it's a Cayman.
That's how Cayman pronounced it from phonetically.
Yeah. Bacardi.
That was a favorite, but how would you say, you know, looking at what's going on today, and comparing it to when you were growing up in Cayman?
Well, I think the most obvious thing is, and you know, there's a title of a song, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there has been, there's been if you look at the ratio population to what was happening, there's been a reduction in the reverence of the Christian side of what Christmas is all about. It's more pronounced on the commercial side and all the other aspects of what's termed modern living. But all said and done, Jesus is the reason for the season. And that should always be the center point. But I don't know if we could say that it is the center point in the Cayman Islands community
of 2025.
Yeah, of 2025.
Yeah, we had a caller. Was it yesterday or the day before? And she was talking about that she was driving along, and at one of the roundabouts, the theme was more Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And how it touched her that was the focus, instead of having, you know, a nativity scene or something like that. She doesn't see enough of that around.
Right. Yeah.
You know, as a matter of fact, I you know, you don't see a lot of that these days.
No,
I mean, you
no,
guess
no.
you have to go to like a church or something to see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I suppose some of the churches would put it out for Christmas in nativity scene.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so much influence coming from so many directions these days that that influence the way people look at things, interpret things. That it's just a time of gift giving and celebration.
And there's so many aspects of the commercial aspect that in your face all the time, and if we're not careful, the real reason will get buried. But I think it behooves all of us to make sure that don't happen in Cayman.
Because you see also in Cayman where the Christmas thing gets pushed. Well, it seems earlier and earlier.
Oh yes.
And I remember I was going into a grocery store back, what was it, early November, and they already had up a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And the woman behind me said, "Oh my goodness, it's not Thanksgiving yet. They're already doing Christmas."
Yeah. Yes.
But that's that marketing game of planting the seed in your mind already from November, early November, to start buying your Christmas stuff, right?
And you mentioned marketing and promotion. We should be doing much more of that in connection with our heritage and our history and just the Caymanian aspect of what this island's all about.
It is 2:00. That's news time.
Radio station. Radio Cayman is the voice of the Cayman Islands. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market.
With your latest headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Cayman Islands is advising the public of its holiday hours. The authority says its offices will close early at 2 p.m. on the 5th and 12th of December for staff Christmas events, at midday on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and will be closed on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day. Regular operations resume on the 2nd of January 2026. In international news, Greta Thunberg has been arrested in the City of London at a protest backing imprisoned Palestine Action hunger strikers. The police say the 22-year-old was arrested for displaying a placard supporting the proscribed group Palestine Action after red paint and hammers were used to damage an office building. According to the BBC, 2 other protesters were also arrested on suspicion of criminal damage. Newly released U.S. Justice Department files include an email to Ghislaine Maxwell from someone calling themselves, quote, the Invisible Man, saying they are, quote, up here at Balmoral Summer Camp for the Royal Family, end quote. The 16th of August 2001 message asks, quote, have you found me some new inappropriate friends, end quote, and is signed off, see ya, A, XXX, end quote, with the address linked to another account listed in Jeffrey Epstein's phone book under, quote, Duke of York. Formerly titled as Prince, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. Those are the latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Hey, new drivers, don't just drive, drive smart. Cynical and Inspire Cayman's Safe Driver program will show you how. Get real-life simulator training and classroom sessions to help you gain experience, stay alert, and avoid accidents. Learn to recognize risk, manage fatigue, and make smart choices behind the wheel. Certified participants may even pay less for Cynical motor insurance. Learn more and register at cynical.ky. Cynical, keeping Cayman covered.
Rotary Central and the Health Services Authority National Blood Bank thank you, the lifesavers among us. We thank you, each of you, our valued blood donors, for your precious gift, giving all year round. Every time you gave a pint, lives were saved. We are so proud of you. You gave someone a chance to be alive today. May your Christmas be overflowing with joy, peace, hope, fulfillment. A message from Rotary Central and the HSA Blood Bank. Your blood brought peace and goodwill to all.
Radio Cayman Talk Today continues.
Welcome back. And before we return to our discussion about Cayman Christmas, let's see what the weather is saying here. Current conditions, 84 degrees here in Georgetown. It feels like 89. And the winds are out of the east at about 15.5 knots. Relative humidity, 65%. The forecast calls for windy right into the night. We're going to, the Christmas breeze is blowing. And it blow pretty hard. Look at, if you're looking at the forecast here, we're expecting to get east to northeast winds at 15 to 20 knots with a higher gust. And a small craft alert is in effect because seas are rough, running at 6 to 8 feet. So going out on the boat there, be careful, be aware. It's a windy day in the Cayman Islands. Christmas breeze blowing in from the east there. And Loxley Banks is still in the studio with me, and during our break there, you we're talking about a Sandman preamble.
Sandman's preamble, yes.
And that's actually a Cayman play.
Yeah, it's a Cayman play that, it was performed, I believe, only once, and it had to be it was the late 70s, I think, because Jeff Cresswell, drama and all other things.
Yeah, directed it.
Yeah. And actually, Arthur Lynn Pedley, I guess, created the script for it, and he helped, I think, what do you call it?
Choreographed it?
Choreographed it, yeah.
Or directed it?
Directed it. And it was performed at the old Royal Palm Inn Theatre.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, and what that told, that kind of told a Cayman Christmas story.
Yeah, a Cayman Christmas story, yeah. Sandman's preamble, because we didn't really mention too much the Sanyards, but that was also a big focus.
Yeah. Backing the sand, getting fresh sand for Christmas in the yard, right? The conch shells and sweeping it, making it absolutely smooth.
Yes. And a lot of romances had their beginning in those moonlight sandbagging nights.
Down on the beach. Yep. We have a caller. Good afternoon, you're on the air.
Good afternoon to you, Chalo, and to Mr. Loxley here.
Hello, Mickey.
It's great to hear these reminiscing, and I can think of quite a few things there in the early 70s, 60s, but just like to say, I think that Barefoot Man song, it's a nice one, with Philip Borden playing guitar. I think it was a copy of the Merry Men song, really. I think so, about Santa got a sunburn. I think the Merry Men had made a song like that. Anyhow, it's a very good rendition, whatever. Remember, you're talking about Montgomery Ward and all that early on. I think there are two houses here in Cayman that were made from Montgomery Ward kit. Am I right, Loxley?
Well, I couldn't vouch for that, but I know that those things existed. Yes.
Yes.
So you could order a kit. You could order a kit to build a house.
To build a house, yes. My father had to put one together in 1925. I think Dr. Roy's house was part of it. Most of it was from a kit built in 1925. House that was here. So I could be wrong. There may be someone who can refute that. I stand ready to say I was wrong. But the other one was Mr. Tom Jackson's at Newlands. And that still exists, Mr. Hubert Borden. That was his house. Because remember, Mr. Tom, he adopted those boys, after Hubert and Jay, and they were raised by him. And it's still there on the main Newlands Road. I guess they've changed the name of that, but it's still there. I know he modified it somewhat, but I'm pretty sure a lot of it is still there where he lived. Again, I stand to be corrected, but I'm pretty sure of that one, because my father did have to put some of them together. My father always talked about that as a master carpenter. Remember with, as you're talking about, Staffy's shop and so forth, and Charlie and them was Troy and Tessa. Dougie wasn't born yet, but they were all. Staffy's shop was a big thing for Christmas, and that was a virtual Santa town or whatever, Christmas town there. And I remember that Eden Cook Borden, he also had on Elizabeth Street there. That was built in about maybe 71. So a store there with lots of Christmas things, and Uncle Clive's out there, and so forth. And the Cop Hall, as they called it, out there on the bay.
That was a town center.
But, the town center, yeah. That was, it was just a total different thing. We were talking about what it means to us now. Of course, my age, it's definitely, family gatherings, because those of us who are left are, 80s, 90s, and it's only Ernest and myself that are just under 80 years old. And, to get together with family means a lot. We have nieces, nephews, grandnieces, grandnephews, which we try to get together with, and grandchildren and so forth. And that means a lot. As I heard an earlier caller, I think I know who that is, talking about just, those great memories, because Christmas meant a lot to my dear mother. And my dear brother Stan, who got lost at sea, he loved Christmas. And you talk about Bill Banks, very, very, very well. I remember Bill often saying to me, Mickey, I wish that we would keep Christmas for about 6 months. At least 6 months, and then we could say, well, no Christmas for 3 years. But 1 day is too short. I remember, I think he said either 3 months or 6 months. I never forget that. I mean, all the things Bill used to do. Oh, my God. There's too much to really talk about with it. But it's just wonderful memories. The things I missed was particular little thing like goggle eyes. I missed all that. And the fried goggle eyes, I love that.
Fried jacks.
And the frying jacks, the little jacks, we call them goggle eyes. And Mr. Zach Christian would sweep them. He'd have a lot of them along the bay there. I could see them out there now. Of course, you cannot do that anymore. I don't even know where you can fish anymore. Can't imagine fish near the shore.
Well,
but
Mick, maybe this is for you. Maybe you remember it. There was actually there was a skiff called the Blue Flame that has a, it has a story around it.
I only heard about it from others, but I didn't know it. I mean,
It was Mr. Clement Wells, who was, he was a big seine fisherman down there in West Bay, and those days.
The bee man, he had the big man who started the bee industry here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of books that Travis is on.
But and we've been talking about Christmas, but we can keep the Christmas spirit in our existence, in our daily lives all year long, and I think that's a big part of what I guess is missing.
What it's all about
in the whole world, but.
Well, Mickey, thank you for calling. I got to break in because
Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you so very much.
Merry Christmas to you and your family, Mickey.
God bless you all. Very Merry Christmas.
Same to you, man.
And New Year.
We got to take a little break. Be right back. Oh, no break. Oh, I thought we had a break at this time. But, so... well, if we don't have the break, then I think we had talked about having a little bit of Christmas music from Dee himself.
Yeah, Dee.
Dalmeen Ebanks. Let's go to it.
Christmas bells are ringing over land and sea. You can hear them ringing, oh so merrily. You can hear the children playing I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas with all its trimmings to go. I hope we don't have no blue Christmas, although we don't have any snow. Christmas is here, don't be blue. Christmas means joy to the world, peace on earth, goodwill towards men. Hope we will have a bright Christmas again. I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas with all its trimmings to go. I hope we don't have no blue Christmas, although we don't have any snow.
The one and only Dalmeen Ebanks there. And Loxley, you were saying that you think that was MacArthur Anderson on
MacArthur
Manderson. I mean, yeah,
I think that's his guitar.
yeah, and he was back in the day. He was the guitar man.
Oh,
right?
you know, if you listen to some of the, because he did, I think just about all of Dee Dee's recordings with him. The way that the images that he almost followed Dee Dee's narrative in a music scale. You know, if you listen closely, you know, it's almost like two-part harmony. You know, it's man, he was a really great guitarist, and you know, I'm almost sure he didn't have any formal training. He learned it all himself.
Just by ear.
Yeah,
yes.
he played a Fender guitar. He had a famous Fender, and you know, another guy who, of course, he died earlier in life, but in fact, it was his brother-in-law, Blanford. Two of them used to practice up there on Bogsand Road, day and night, playing guitar.
Well, it's amazing that the talent that you can find among Caymanians.
Oh yes,
especially with music.
Yeah. I mean, Rexy Watler, he got a beautiful Christmas song. You don't hear it much, and hopefully that we can pull it up there sometime. Rex Watler's Christmas, and there was quite a number of other guys that maybe only did one Christmas feature, but they're all there, and most of them, I think, you know, had an element of inspiration in it. You know, Christmas.
Well, we didn't get many people expressing what Christmas meant to them. Maybe they're all out Christmas shopping.
Probably so. You know, I
last minute.
I passed
because the traffic coming into the station here was something else.
Yeah,
so I know there's a lot of people on the road.
I know when I was coming up from West Bay around 11 o'clock, the traffic was backed up from Shedden Road, that's what it is, or Crew Road, clear back up to the Thompson, the A.L. Thompson roundabout.
Yeah.
And one of the things last night, when I was going on by the post office, one of those stores there, the people was crowding. They were coming out by the droves.
But let me ask you then, after talking about all the Christmases past, now in 2025, what's Christmas for Loxley Banks?
Well, Christmas for me is family.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to be, I guess, as charitable as we can be, and in many ways, not just monetarily, but whatever we have to offer, because that's what Christmas is all about. You know, and I hope everybody have a Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year. And I think if we keep Christ in Christmas, you know, things will go along a lot more smoothly.
Yeah, I would have to say the same thing. You know, I mean, got a grandson coming back from school today. Looking forward to him uniting with the family for Christmas.
Charlie.
Believe it or not, got two of them. Yeah, and you know, looking forward to him coming back and you know, being a part of the Christmas celebrations with the family. And I think as long as you know, you have family to share the joy with.
Oh yes, and
you know, everything else falls to second place.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And any kind of gifts or anything like that are strictly
sidebars.
Yeah, and symbolic.
Yeah,
I mean, and but it's that feeling that you have at Christmas of just being together.
Yeah,
and enjoying each other.
One other little aspect of Cayman Christmas, you know, was the sand yards, and I know that the National Trust, the West Bay National Trust organization, usually at Christmas time would do a sort of depiction of what the sand yard thing's all about. I'm not sure whether they've got it off this year. In fact, I meant to make a call this morning to see where it was at, but it could be happening, and I believe if it going to happen, it would probably happen at the you know, the old Homestead House there on just as you go into West Bay. And they still maintain a sand yard similarity there.
Yeah. Well, I know my mother had a sand yard at our place on Elizabeth Street, you know. And like you were talking about, we go back sand Christmas time to make sure by Christmas Day you had a fresh sand in that yard that was brushed all smooth. Rosemary broom.
Yeah.
And boy, once that yard was swept, don't you be walking or running across it.
No.
And sometimes when you're out there as a kid playing, you just forget. You just run across it. And it was just like, oh, boy, what are you doing in that
yard? You know, we talk about rosemary, you know. I don't know if you ever notice how close that rosemary is to what you buy in the store. Look at it sometime or whiff it.
But Loxley, thank you so much for, you know, going in the archives and putting those clips together there for us to enjoy, and even we probably, you know, passed on some knowledge to some people today.
Well, I think a lot of people probably never been exposed to this kind of narrative, and you know, we got to do it to keep it alive.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, Jalo, and you and your family.
And as we come down to the closing moments here, as we wrap up the show this afternoon, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. And I want to leave you with this. As we enjoy the final days of the year, whether you're driving along the waterfront, relaxing at home with family, or working hard to keep our islands moving, I want to take a moment to speak from the heart. Christmas in the Cayman Islands has its own magic. It's in the cool December breezes, the twinkling lights on our homes and roundabouts, the smell of heavy cake baking, beef simmering, turtle meat stewing, and of course, the sound of families laughing together as they spread the holiday joy. It's a season that reminds us of who we are as a community, as a people, warm, generous, resilient, and deeply connected. Let's not lose those qualities. This is the time of year when we pause to appreciate the blessings around us, the people we love, the friends who feel like family, the neighbors who look out for each other, and the simple joys, like a promising East End sunrise, a peaceful West Bay sunset, a spectacular bluff ocean view, or the calming tranquility of Little Cayman. They remind us how fortunate we are to call these islands home. As we celebrate, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas filled with joy, the kind of joy that lifts your spirit and stays with you long after the decorations have come down. May your homes be filled with laughter, your tables with good food, and your hearts with gratitude. I also want to encourage everyone to stay safe this holiday season. Whether you're out on the roads enjoying the beaches or celebrating with friends, please take care of yourself and each other. A little caution goes a long way, and nothing is more important than ensuring that every one of us enters the new year healthy and well. And speaking of the new year, 2026 is just around the corner, a fresh chapter, a new beginning. My wish for you is that the coming year brings good health, renewed strength, and opportunities that surprise you in the best possible ways. May it be a year of growth, prosperity, and peace. A year where your goals feel within reach and your dreams feel a little closer. To all of you listening, whether you've been with us for years or you're tuning in for the first time, thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community and for supporting local voices. It's an honor to be a part of your daily life. So from my heart to yours, from my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Cayman. May your season be bright, your gatherings be joyful, and your new year be filled with blessings beyond measure. Stay safe, stay hopeful, and enjoy every moment of this beautiful holiday season. But above all, whether you be a 7th generation Caymanian, a 1st generation Caymanian, a new Caymanian, resident or guest worker, remember the new commandment from the Great Emmanuel. Love one another. I'm Charles Glidden. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you.
Talk Today is brought to you by